All right. What's going on, everybody? You are here live at the round table. No jokes. We know it's a square table right now, but that's okay. Because we're in our favorite spot, Queen's Coffee.
Yes.
Bar.
That's right. You ever had the opportunity to come check her out? Check her out. The location is 1720 Ephraim Street, Charlotte, North Carolina, the heart of North Charlotte.
North
Come
Charlotte
check it out.
represent. True North Charlotte represent.
Mango smoothie going on over here.
Nice coffee for you.
Iced coffee, and I'm being regular. I have a Coke. So,
Now sweet as a snack. There it is. All right. So, people, what's going on? Good to have y'all aboard today on that round table.
oh, what's going on?
Oh man, it seems like forever since last time we hung out.
Yes, man. It's been a long time.
But I'd be remiss not to introduce our special guest.
Yes.
Can I get the drum roll?
Coming live right here on At the Round Table, it is the multi-talented, the businesswoman, the event planner, Miss Paparazzi for you, Drippin' Blame.
Yes.
Drip. Miss Mahogany Thabiti. What's going on, sis?
Hello.
Now, see, if y'all don't know, Heidi is a true family member at the Round Table. She is part of the Future Podcast. The reason why, because every time we go on, she always drops it. She always says, "Hello, everybody." I can't do it right. Go ahead, Heidi.
Hello, everybody.
That is not Heidi. I'm going to tell you. So, of course, today's topic is very important. That's the reason why we got Heidi here. So, does anybody want to introduce the topic, or do we want to powwow around a while before we? What's it? You want to swim? Okay.
Come on.
Hey, y'all. Okay. So, do we want to jump into the sway of things, or what you think?
Want to introduce it, Mel?
We are talking business.
Mm.
We are talking business. We are addressing businesses, entrepreneurs, and consumers. Particularly African American businesses and some of the stigmas that are around Black businesses and Black entrepreneurs. And clearing up some things and really just getting true and honest about what really happens when you put yourself out there and you mark yourself as a businessman or woman.
Okay. Shout out to Charlie Tubes. Hey, Charlie, what's going on, sis?
Charlie.
So, here we jump into that water, y'all.
Let's go. Get in the water. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk business then. How do you, from your perspective, starting a business? Because a lot of people, they think they can just jump on out here and start a business. Is that true?
No.
From your perspective, of course.
Well, for myself,
Mm-hmm.
I have started several businesses, but did not continue with all of them. But with paparazzi, I started a year and a half ago, and I enjoy what I do. So I'm continuing to do it. So you have to make sure it's something that you're going to like doing. Because if you don't like doing it, just like your job, you don't like doing it, you don't want to go to work. Your regular job, you don't want to go to work, so you have to make sure you like what you're doing so you continue to do it. And so with me, with paparazzi, I knew that I like jewelry. I like to wear jewelry. One woman doesn't like jewelry, so it really sells itself. So all you got to do is get out there and talk to people, and share your business and get your customer base up, and it really sells itself. So. And do your research before you start to open a business. Make sure you do your research on that business. On that, if it's a company that's already self-based, make sure you do your research on that company as well. So,
Research.
Even if you're not buying into a franchise, you need to know what your market is.
Mm.
Kid, I'm gonna just show a little hood here. Just the same rules that apply to the drug game.
Hold on.
What?
You got to have a supply. You gotta have demand. You gotta have supply.
Two crack commandments.
You gotta have demand. You gotta have supply. So if you have one thing I admire about the paparazzi structure is there's several of my friends, family members, and one of my friends just started. I was sharing with Mahogany, and she just started, and she's so excited about it. And already, like, has made sales, already see, revenue coming in. And the structure of that company is great. And I think that you have to have that energy in order to, I think, really promote what it is you're trying to do. That's the key. You gotta like what you're doing, because if people don't see the energy and the glow and the happiness in you, what makes them want to buy what you're selling?
And with this one, you gotta get high on your own supply. That's
Right.
Explain that, Dripping Blade. Explain
This
that.
is her all the time. Okay.
So you gotta make, like with me, I have to wear my jewelry, I have to show my jewelry, I have to talk about my jewelry. Hey, if I'm not doing it, why somebody else don't want to do it? So I get high on my supply, okay?
Right.
So when you see me, you need to see me dripping. All right.
Y'all heard it. Check it out. So Charlie Two says she started her business and learning about it every day. She said it's not for the faint of heart.
All right.
So, Charlie, as well as Mahogany, what's the most difficult part about being a business owner?
Well, with me, and people don't believe me when I say this, but I am really shy.
Got you.
I need something with this coat right now. But she said that.
Glory.
I don't know why people don't believe me when I say this, but I am really shy. So with me, with starting my business, I had to learn to, get out of my comfort zone and talk to people.
All right.
Go up to strangers and talk about my business, try to just introduce myself to everybody that I come in contact with. So I just have to get out of my own way with that. So that's one of my main obstacles, just getting out of my comfort zone.
I can identify with that, because people think because you're personable that you're not shy.
Right.
And me, my own self, being a budding entrepreneur, I am.
What you about to say? You shy?
Yeah, another thing that I wanted to touch on too about when we started a business. When I started paparazzi, I had to realize that you have to realize that you're not going to be making money right off the bat.
Right.
So you have to be able to sustain your business with your profit.
Mm-hmm.
So know with the money that you make in the beginning, you need to put right back into your business.
Right.
Because you're spending your money, you're coming out of your pocket a lot with your with buying your inventory or buying your business supplies and stuff like that. So the money that you make, you need to make sure you reinvest it back into your business. So just know that you're not gonna make money like right off the time.
You are not. You are not. And anytime I generate over these last couple of weeks, the money that I've generated, I think I spent $10 of it. I was right back in the craft store, picking up supplies because I have orders, and some things I make up and I post it. The majority of the things that I'm posting, they're already sold because they're custom for me. So
$7 now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, man. When I grow up, I want to be just like them.
Yeah. Just soak it in and not just thrown out right now.
He said that, but he's one that I go to when I have questions about things. I can call my brother.
right.
Tammy Lawrence, thank you for joining us at the Roundtable.
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, yes. logged in. Thanks for joining us. Yes. Yes. So, business. So, of course, Charlie was saying the very same thing as far as, making sure it's not paying apart. The marketing thing she said is very interesting in regards to it. I know that's one of the things I love trying to work on and helping people with as well. It's just the whole marketing aspect. And it's cool because of the business that you're in, the marketing materials and stuff are very well put together. And the structure and such. I think the only thing we had to do was come up with your logo, which, by the way, it was cool when she came with the name. So the Drip and Bling, I was like, cool. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah.
How many people love what you do and you don't need money? You will do it anyway. And a lot of people raise their hands and they stuck out their chest, like me. And she said, I'm going to do something about enjoying your passion. That's the seminar you need to be in. She said, because this is about business. You can't have a business without money. And I was sitting there like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. And so it taught me how to market myself. It taught me how to identify my worth. It taught me, to really narrow down what it is you want to do. And being crafty, you can be crafty, but that doesn't mean you need to try to be all crafter. You can't make this, make that, make this. You're spread yourself thin. So I had to narrow down what it is that I knew I could do consistently, that I could do well, and that I had to work about. I didn't have to think about it. I just did it because it came naturally almost. So doing my wreaths, doing my smelly belly jars, and doing my wedding rings. Those are 3 products that I push. Are there other things that I can do? Yeah. But I'm not advertising that unless I develop a relationship with you coming through the other products. So it was a very trying time for me of stopping and starting, failing, going into the cave, saying, forget this, I'm not built to have my own business, and I'm just going to go to work, and you're not happy and unfulfilled. And even when you have your own business and you still work, you can go to work because you got something else, you got something that keeps you strictly, on your 8 to 5, do your 8 to escape, So that's where how I've been able to just hone in on those 3 things and feel comfortable and confident when I'm marketing it because I'm confident in my skill set when I'm going to prepare to make it.
Awesome.
But I want to say something about the other business that I used to do when you talk about knowing your worth. So I used to make baskets, and I stopped making baskets because I like making baskets, but I was doing it also for the business of making money. And so I'm one of those that have gone into stores and see these baskets that are $50, $60, $70 with nothing in
Nothing.
And so I would make baskets and I would put so much in it, but I would have people, telling me what they wanted to spend on the basket. And so I'm trying to put all of this in a basket so you have a nice basket.
Or they want that.
Right, but I'm not making it right. So, I had a hard time with charging the amount that I should have been charging to make some money from it and give them a nice basket. Because, people don't want to pay for so much, So I had a hard time with that, trying to make sure I gave you a good product with a good price and make money as well. So I was shorting myself and I wasn't making the money. So that's what kind of got me out of that.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off any money. What I did with any product now outside of the jars, because the jars are something that I make up and they are what they are. So when it comes down to a wedding group order or a wreath order, I request a non-refundable deposit. I also am still coming in $15 to $20 cheaper than any wreath that you may see in one of the other crafting stores, and I'm giving you a custom piece. If you can't pay that, you're not meant to be my customer right now. Plain and simple. We have to be scared. We have to not be scared to let money walk, because if you want to read and you're telling me, oh, I'm so glad you make y'all. I see the ones in Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever, and they're like $70, $80. I don't like them. I don't think they're worth that. Here I am coming in at a $60, $65 price range, and I'm giving you what you want, and you're still not saying it. I got stiff on 2 orders. The reason why I put in the non-refundable deposit, where I went out and bought custom stuff because you told me what you wanted. And then when I said, hey, it's done, and I sent you a picture, and I told you how much it was free. Now, when I posted it, I already had people saying, okay, I want that one, I want that one. So I wasn't really hurting, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, how inconsiderate are you?
Right.
Yeah.
That being said, like both y'all kind of touched a little bit on what I was going to ask next. So, knowing your work, so how do you deal with customers who want to negotiate your price? Or have y'all ever came across a situation like that?
Well, with me,
Do you deal with that?
yeah, I think you deal with that. Well, I deal with the fact that some people don't want to pay the tax on it.
Right.
You find a $5 piece of jewelry that looks like a $25 piece of jewelry,
Right.
and you don't want to pay 30
I said 38, 36 cents.
That's like going in the dollar store or
And
going
don't
in
wanna
Walmart
pay
or going
$37.
into Bill's
Right.
or going into the coffee shop and you buy one of these and like,
Right. So what I don't understand is, because I am a small business owner, you think, and I don't have a brick and mortar, you think that I don't have to do my taxes. I pay taxes.
I pay taxes on it. Right.
So I expect you to pay taxes.
that's right.
But yeah, they'll give you a fee about the taxes.
Well, tell them to call the NCDR. Because they obviously are exempt, so you need to.
Right, okay.
That's what you tell them.
Yeah, so that's the main issue I have. People don't want to pay the tax. Oh, insurance tax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee.
You know, sometimes I
People
run
pay
a
tax as
special.
trade vendors now. Like,
Sometimes I run a special, no tax, free shipping or something like that. But typically, yes, you pay tax on that. I decide to eat that.
And that's it.
Right.
because it's not that it disappears.
Right.
That's right. It's got to be paid. Shout out to Christopher Ryan. Thank you for joining us at the Roundtable, Christopher. Hey, Finn Dixby, what's going on? And Charlie Tuesday popped on again. Tammy Lawrence joined us saying hello again. Lois Alexander, thank you for joining us on at the Roundtable. Yo, we are talking business right now. Terry, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Crystal Coxton, another business owner. What's going on, cuz? Thank you for joining us on at the Roundtable. So here's this interesting thing, because it's going to kind of like segue into our next part of quote unquote doing business correctly. Because like you mentioned, Heidi, sometimes people don't want to pay taxes. Like you mentioned, sis, there are people in which they call you and ask for custom orders, and then they don't show up, there's crickets, whatever the case may be. Let's flip it to going into a store or a restaurant or someplace, and you're in there to spend your money. You got money in your pocket, and the customer service is.
No, I walk out, man. I walk out. I'll start it and probably finish it. I don't spend money in places that don't make me feel special. Plain and simple. It's like a relationship. You ain't gonna spend time with people or anybody who don't make you feel special.
That's right.
Why am I gonna spend my money? don't make me feel special. If I walk in a place, one of our botanical gardens, I'll just leave it at that. Their gift shop had a person in there. I had my daughters were a little younger at the time, and we're looking at stuff. We're looking at their little, items and souvenirs, and she doesn't speak. She has her back turned. She doesn't recognize the bell on the door. I don't know. Maybe she was temporarily dead. Not sure. Another person walks in. They were a little lighter than me, and she turned right around. She said, "Hey, how can I help you?" And so the woman looks at me and she goes, "Oh, she was here first." And she looked and she kind of had this face like, "Oh." And I told her, I said, "I was an ambassador." I said, "But I'm not now, because now I know for a fact that you will be brave." And so the other woman that walked in was kind of like, "Oh, wait a minute." And I told my daughters, I said, "You do not patronize places that don't respect you." And I took my two daughters and I walked out, and the lady who walked in behind me walked out also.
Let me ask you this. Well, and you too, CD.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm starting to gain a consensus that everybody is in agreement that if you're not treated right, then you're not going to frequent that establishment.
Correct.
Assuming that everybody out in the Facebook land is probably the same way as well. So let me give you an example then. Okay. Nails, pedicure. Now I heard plenty of horror stories about how they're mistreated whenever they go into the establishment, but yet and still they come back a week or two later and actually give them the same business.
That's because, unfortunately, we're talking about business. Let's get down to it. We as Black people in the Black community do not recycle our own dollars in our own Black people's business. We have to have our own establishments. We have to have our own services to provide our people. Now, I know for a fact in Charlotte that there are Black male technicians, Black male shop owners. You have to be intentional about when you spend money. And they don't, she may not charge you $30 for a fill-in or tips and fill. She may have to charge you $45 or $50. But I bet you, if you get you and three of your cousins and y'all go there for 2 weeks, she might come down on her prices.
Well,
Who's coming?
I know I'm gonna get some
Go ahead, sis.
backlash from this,
I got you back.
but
Go do it.
I'm one that like to spend money with my people.
Right.
But our people,
Oh.
a lot of times,
Speak that other truth.
don't appreciate it. Go ahead, speak it. Now, I get so much bad service from our people.
Now hold on. No, we want to throw a disclaimer in there. Not all of them.
Not all of them. Not
Some.
all of them.
That's gonna
A
go to the
lot.
next phase. Okay.
Okay. So, and I love our people, but 9 times out of 10, I go to a fast food.
Uh-huh.
9 times out of 10, if most of them in there are us,
Okay.
we are going to have awful customer service.
Uh-oh.
And that's bad to say. And trust me, y'all. Hey, I love our people, but we need to really, if you don't like your job, find another. And that's not to say I haven't been to another establishment with people lighter than us,
Right.
and haven't gotten that service. But we got to do better. You know it would. You know what you say. You know it would.
Hey, you laughing, but we just had that situation just the other day.
But it's one black-owned place that I went to, and that I can think of off the top of my head. And they always gave us such good customer service. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
this should be podcast.
So every time that I've been to Freshwater
Freshwater
on Graham Street,
on Graham Street.
they have always given us good customer service. Love that place.
Yes.
They've always given us good customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to a lot of places, and you know, we got to do better.
This is true.
Very true.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Queen Coffee.
Anytime we come in, Queen's Coffee. Excellent customer service, a smile. We waited on right then and there. They tempt us with these sweets. Sorry, baby. Oh, the pumpkin is about to get smashed. It's all the time, but that is a very good point.
Here's the consistency with Coffee Bar. I've been in here, Ms. Raina has been here. And whoever is behind there,
It's the same.
it's the same attitude.
Same
Hello,
attitude.
how are you?
Yep.
How can I help you? It's the same attitude, same customer service that's given.
That's right.
And so that speaks to management, that speaks to the owner, because you have to be an example on your workers, and your workers know they have to do what you do. I think that a lot of Black businesses aren't transparent enough, and they don't communicate either with their staff or their customers about like what's going on. Like if you are a soul food restaurant and you have I sell Wednesdays and you don't know who's gonna buy and how much, you know, there's a hot seller. You need to put on just add this simple sentence, while supplies last, or, you know, first come, first serve, something. Don't then try to charge the $11 or $12 for the regular, you know, helping or portion when you took like them and chopped them in forks, not even half. Like people can see through that. And this is where you start getting the bad rep, and this is when you start seeing businesses, you know, go out because you're not providing the service and the quality of service, and then we don't support our own. Well, we don't, but you have a responsibility. We as people, as consumers, have a responsibility to give our businesses a chance. And we as business owners have a responsibility to make sure that those people come back. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But that's why with me, I know how I want to be treated when I go somewhere.
That's it.
So that's why I try to make sure I give good customer service. If I ship something to you and it came to you, say it was broken when you got it, I'm going to make sure I send something else to you with something else.
Right.
That's right.
The next day to compensate for whatever happened with what you got.
Right.
You know, you have to make sure the customer is satisfied.
That's true. Very true.
If I come to your restaurant and I get bad service,
Mm-hmm.
the manager should come out and make sure that I am happy by the time I leave.
Before you leave, because the number one marketing tool is word of mouth.
Right.
Nothing has changed, and now your word of mouth has transformed into social media.
Yeah.
So you got people right here, right now, picking up their phone, like, look at this, they're charging me $15 for this and this. It's immediate. So you can't literally afford to not have good customer service. You cannot. I had an order that I made. The young lady paid for the wreath in advance. I made the wreath. We kind of got our wires crossed with her getting it delivered. And so I delivered it today, and I gave her something extra because I said, thank you for your patience. You know, with just that. And again, this is me being still new, taking it seriously as far as, okay, shipping, getting stuff out, you know, establishing that. And I said, you know what, I've been driving around Charlotte delivering these wreaths when people order them if they don't come to the house to get it. And I'm like, I gotta get me a shipper to get it set. So I said, thank you so much for your patience. Here's something extra. Just to let you know, hey, I appreciate you supporting me and, you know, not flipping out. Because she could have been like, you know what, I don't want it down, you know, like that. What happens when somebody says, I want my money back? it probably doesn't happen to you a lot, but just like
What happens to me is, so if someone would ask me if I have an item, say I don't have that item, but it's still on my website, then I will order the item specifically for them. I'll get the item in, and then they say, oh no, I got it for somebody else. And I'm like, okay, well, I just ordered this for you. You said you wanted it. I didn't need it. But so that happens to me. That's happened to me several times. And you just want people to be considerate of you, of your business. Because sometimes you feel like people don't take your business serious. They don't.
This is true.
So people just need to be considerate of your business
and your time. Your time.
I want to know who's selling cut and half obstacles. I don't frequent that business.
Actually, this was in a restaurant that's not here in Charlotte when that happened. Not only was the oxtails like super small because they cut on the greens, like they had the big bone in the bowl, so like you got a bone and then greens on top. Yeah, you're not slick. Hello, I get you sitting this back.
He's a French.
And there's a way that you do it.
Yes.
I don't think that you get the right because someone tried to be like, what are you trying to? Hello, sir. I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? I don't know what you got to do. That's busy trying to serve. I got the bone. Can I get some greens? That's kind of how I am. Unless that person is raw. And at that point, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Why am I going to exert my energy? You get up and lose it. And a lot of people like that attention, they like that drama or arguing because they feel like they need to feel accomplished, that they won. I got a lot going on in my life. I don't need that. I'm just going to get up and get stuff.
I'm like that too. If I feel like you said, somebody don't speak to me when I walk in the door, well, I'm gonna give you a little longer than you walking in the door. But if I'm walking around and you looking at me, you had said hello or nothing yet, then I'm like, I look for a little bit. I'm like, okay.
You don't get to dictate because you may have seen it in a Dollar Tree that I shouldn't be charging you for that because I'm not charging you for what I put into the wreath as material. I'm charging you for my time. I'm charging you for my skill set. I'm charging you for these cuts and burns I got on my fingers from cutting and hot glue. I'm charging you for all of that stuff. And at the end of the day, I would take any of my pieces and put it in any of the practice stores against them. So I felt like he was trying to say either they look cheap or you were negotiating your price. So I have weeded out a lot of people who was like, oh my God, I can't wait till you start, and now they're not who I thought they were. So not only are you not a customer of mine, you're not in my life. I'm sorry. I can't deal with that. I need people who want to support me.
So everybody is saying pretty much the same thing, business as usual. And it's interesting because a lot of people don't understand business. You can do so much and come out smoking. I mean, you do all these great things, but it takes one mess up that will just wipe all of that clean away. There was a restaurant that was in Charlotte one time, and they were right up off of North Tryon. And I remember when they first opened, it was a black-owned restaurant. Everybody loved it. The wings were amazing. Good appetizers, blah, blah, blah. But as time went on, their customer service started dropping. Staff coming in late, people in the back, the food was inconsistent. Sometimes we try to get in contact with the manager. It was like, okay, so where's the manager? So he's gonna send somebody else who's running the floor and not let it be the manager himself come and talk to you about it. And it was interesting because this was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but they literally shut their doors and didn't even tell customers nor their employees they were shut. And it's all about how you run your business. Because they started out great. I mean, they used to have events there, people were coming on all 7 streets. Matter of fact, there's another place that just opened up here 2 years ago, and I'm not even gonna say what street they're on, but y'all probably know it. It used to be, I just put it out there, it used to be the B Lounge, changed into something else. And
You know who it is. All over social media.
yes.
Who?
You know who it is. Lost all over social media.
I like that.
It's in the Charlotte Observer.
Yeah, I mean, just shut the doors. And it goes back to basically how you run your business, how you do your research for your business,
Oh.
how you take care of your customers in there. It all adds to your longevity. Now, I'm going to do a shameless plug right now, because you mentioned Freshwater. I'm going to do another shameless plug. There's a certain African-American restaurant that is in Charlotte that has been open, I want to say, for over 20 years. And they're located off of college, and they've been doing it for a long time. Mercs. Now, granted, a lot of people, they used to question it, like, man, where are all the good black restaurants?
Shout out to the Soul Rolls. Shout out to the Soul Rolls.
Customer service, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And that's been their consistency. And basically, James Bazell has constantly stressed about customer service. And the reason why is because when he got his first start at Mertz, he used to have a place called GA on Tryon. When he was there, the county commissioners would come there after their meetings. They would get out late, and he would still serve them 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, give them something to eat. And Hugh McCall was one of the main individuals that pushed for him to be where he is right now and helped him get in there. And ever since then, he's always stressed customer service. And I mean, he's got like a following. I mean, there's people in Iceland holding up Mertz heart soul shirts.
Yep.
They really love him. Granted, what he all may say, he's always stressed customer service. He's always tried to stress consistency. And, one of the things I think has kept him that long has been that, and plus his location and stuff. But I think some of these businesses that pop up, it seems like they're just getting in to get the money, but they don't know the trial, the tribulation, the work, the sweat, equity, blood, sweat, and tears in order to really make their business happen.
I'm really big. I think integrity. I think customer service, and I think mentorship helps a business thrive. You can't be too new or too hungry to not take advice from someone else.
Right.
Whether they still have a business or not, you have to be mentored in this. You have to say, hey, this is what happened when I opened up my nail salon, my hair salon, my coffee shop, my restaurant, or this is what it looks like, or this is what happens when you're selling a tangible product. Like, there has to be somebody who you can bounce ideas off of, because nobody comes out knowing what to do. You can have a loan, you can have support financially, you will still have your doors closed in 6 months because you don't know what you're doing. So I think that, having integrity, I think having excellent customer service, having a mentorship are all the things that I think 3 key things that help a business have longevity.
Well, it's your profession is. I
Oh, gosh.
don't see how y'all conduct y'all all 3 of the different products y'all offer and everything. And the one thing that just speaks highly of y'all, anytime I see you on social media or out and about, is your professionalism. Now, there's some other ones out here that leads me to not even want to try the product, to see how they conduct themselves and stuff. But I think that goes along the way too, and y'all should be commended on how y'all conduct yourselves when y'all bring this product.
I took from Mahogany Essence. I took from Mahogany having a smile. Her smile is infectious. Like, when you see her, she's smiling and she makes you feel like she got something good to say, to do, to give, or you just gonna have a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I learned to be a little more approachable without having to speak, by having a presence in my face with my smile. And with, my brother over here, he basically taught me to be confident, to not be afraid to say, I'm selfish. Hey, I got this, and it's good. You either gonna say, well, what is it? Or you gonna say, nah, I don't want it. But guess what? There's really people that's gonna say, I am. So he taught me that it's okay to have a no because you want to get a yes. And Adrian, you try to be low key, but you taught me how to be low key. Like you taught me how to fall back and just kind of observe the situation before I come in, having to make myself known. Like, well, I'm here, I got this for you. You taught me how to be able to just go in and see what's going on. Just go in and check out the scene, see what's what. Because sometimes there's even been events that I've been to where it wasn't transparent for what you were being going for, how you were going to be set up, what kind of traffic was coming in. They were just trying to get people to come in so they can put on their flyer that they have done. That was it. And it is not your thing. It's not your thing. And so I'm like, what in the world is this? Or you got people who's taking your $25 or $100 vendor fee, whatever it is. I'm just being a little modest here. And you get there and you're setting up, and there's no paparazzi person in the corner. Happened to me. Just how and why would you do that? Or at least say, hey, Mahogany, guess what? I got another paparazzi person. I want y'all to stay together. Why don't y'all sit together? So, you get there, you're thinking you're the only one going to see it, and you're not.
That goes back to professionalism because I had an event a few weeks ago, and I arrived second, and a young lady was before me, and I saw her coming out as we were starting to take our steps out. I saw her walk out, and she had on a paparazzi shirt. And I said, so are you living here today? And she said, yes. And I said, well, I'm living here today as well. And I said, so we both knew there was only one paparazzi for both of us to set up. So we went in and talked to the man. And we told him, hey, you have two of us scheduled. What did I do that? He walked all around us till he couldn't walk around us no more. So it took about 30 minutes of us standing there and then me trying to find my receipt as to when I paid and she trying to find hers. So I ended up being the one that paid first.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to go talk to him, and I started setting up. She had to go talk to him to try to resolve the situation. Right. I bet that woman was in there for an hour waiting to resolve with him. When she went back in there, he tried to get her to go ahead and set up.
Right.
Anyway,
What?
he told her, no, she's outside. You set up in here. Then we're on the inside and outside. And she was, no, we can't do that. Mm-hmm. We've had 2 or 3 before. One was outside, one was in here. No, we cannot do that. So all in all, it didn't get resolved that day, but she left, but hopefully she got money back up there. Because they don't want to use them or anything. They don't. I've had so many cancel on me, cancel events, and it's taken me months to get my money back. And these events don't be $25.
No.
With us, they're always $75, $100, $125. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't play with people's money. Just be professional. If you cancel, refund the money.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Brandon Chuck Brown. Thank you for joining us on at the Roundtable. With Hope Barnwell. We joining us on at the Roundtable. Thank you for joining us. All right, so y'all, we are basically talking today about doing business. I mean, we kind of ran the gambit on the good, the bad, the ugly. about business, especially when it comes to customer service, how you feel when you walk into a facility or a place of business. We really didn't get into the quote-unquote pricing portion of it, because some of us do get outrageous with pricing, while others of us get questioned about our pricing.
Right.
So we're gonna close, because it's getting close to that magical time. But let's just go around real quick and say, what did you get from out of quote unquote doing good business? If you had to drop some words.
Make sure that you love doing what you actually get yourself into and have a passion to want to do. I think that you can be successful is what I gathered out of today from each and every one of you listening to how you describe your own business. So find your passion and work with it.
My main thing would be provide good customer service and be professional. I strive on good customer service and being professional. So that would be my main thing.
For me, it would be, or I should say in addition to these two, it would be do not discount yourself. Know your worth and stick to it.
Oh wow, that's on me, huh? I'm in total agreement with everything that they just mentioned, but I can honestly say the most important thing would be do your research before you jump into the business. A lot of times, again, people get into business and they look at the glitz and glamour and they think of the dollar signs and such. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of research to know what your demographic is and staying in your lane. But also at the same time, I want to share with y'all this, that small business owners, the money that they're making is not paying for a Bentley. It's not paying for, just extravagant multi-million-dollar home or whatever. Sure, a lot of times that money is being cycled back into business that they run, as well as putting their kids through college perhaps, or keeping the lights on in their facility, or just even paying the business taxes or the LLC that they have through the Secretary of State. So don't think that the prices that businesses give sometimes gotta be questioned. I mean, if it's exorbitant, okay, fine.
Right.
But if you got somebody over here and he's selling a hot dog for $3.50, and you got one of us selling a hot dog for $1.25, don't question us. Maybe question them.
Right.
Support us. And then therefore you get a long-standing, customer, and also a long-standing business that gives back to the community. Shout out again to Queen's Coffee Bar, because she does that frequently.
All the
Giving back to
time.
community.
All the time.
Beacon Street,
Yes.
Charlotte, North Carolina. All the North Charlotte, come check her out. And
He's like, right bars with that.
Everybody,
and real quick before we sign off, can y'all let the people out here know how they can actually follow your business, your products, and what you have to offer?
Okay. Well, I am on Facebook and Instagram under Dripping Bling, Dripping with no G, Bling. Or you can find me under Mahogany Thabiti. I'm an independent consultant with paparazzi accessories, $5 bling. All right, so look me up for any of your jewelry needs. And yes, so we do have a new men's line for only $5, nickel and lead free, y'all. So look me up. I do home parties if you're interested in any. I'll be glad to come to your home. And you host a party with your friends and family, and you can earn some free bling by doing it. So drippingbling.com. You can look on the website or look me up on Facebook. And if you're interested in becoming a consultant, I would like to speak to you about that as well.
With me, I'm Mahogany Designs, Facebook, Instagram, and just look for my post either on my page, which is Melissa Jeffrey Bartlett, in the album Mahogany Essence Design Facebook page, Mahogany Essence Design Instagram, or my personal page, which is Mahogany Steel on IG. So check us out. Holidays is coming. Got some nice custom pieces for your decorations and some nice pieces for jewelry for gifts. Can't Can't go wrong.
I think that's it.
Oh, before we go.
Okay. But she's not
If you don't want $5 accessories, I also have a $25 line, which is our Z collection with bigger and bolder pieces. So we have those for you as well. If $5 don't suit your palette, we have $25 line as well.
Might be too good. Too good.
Right.
I'm not too good. I'm not too good for $5. Okay.
Y'all heard it first right here, man. Another successful podcast show. Shouts out to Mahogany for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for
It's nice
having
to be
me.
balanced. It was nice to have a balance.
I'm part of the people, so if you want to join us also, send us an email. And thank you for again joining us.
Thank
today.
y'all for that. It was fun.
One more time.
One more time. Oh yeah, Queens Coffee Bar, right here,
20.
East Street.
Come get you some.
That's right. That's right. Y'all heard it first right here at the Roundtable. We'll see y'all real soon. Stay tuned. We'll have the replay of this on YouTube as well as here on our Facebook channel. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.